It's me, Kent Peterson, again, here to another video. And you're probably wondering, I'm in the kitchen. So why am I in the kitchen when this is pretty much a money channel? So I talk about ways to make money, save money, invest in money. Pretty much anything to do with money. Including side hustles too. I talk about those sometime. But now, I'm in the kitchen. I'm about to cook something. So why I'm doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I just want to show a way you can eat for cheap, eat a meal for cheap. So this is pretty much what the video is about. Making a cheap meal. So I'm showing these ramen. So it don't matter which ramens you use. They could be beef. Beef is my favorite. So you probably know the deal if you made ramens as long as I have. So this is pretty much one of the first meals I learned how to make. So I've been making it since I was like 9 years old. So basically put 2 cups in here and all that. But there's a different way I'm going to make this. And you will see. So that's going to ball. And then I'm going to put this in there. And of course, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to turn this on. Put some olive oil in here. Then I'm going to cut this onion stuff. Yeah, I'm doing this with one hand. So this is pretty much the first time I ever made a video of me cooking. And this may be the last time. I may do it again, I don't know. By the way, I did make my first YouTube short video on Monday. So I'm just testing the waters out. I kind of just want to see how many views I'll get if I did a YouTube short video. So it's a little disappointing. I only had like 5 views, but I'm not worried about it. These things take time. So I just cut that up. Also gotta have the butter ready. So you need like a tablespoon of butter. And that is what I'm gonna use. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that in there. This is hot, yeah. So I'm waiting for that to get hot, obviously. And I'm waiting for this to boil. And the corpse, you want to use like 1 egg. So obviously, if you was gonna cook this for more than one person, you want to use maybe 2 packages. Maybe like a tablespoon and a half of butter and 2 eggs if you're gonna cook for maybe 2 people. Let's see, this is ready. So yes, I think this is ready now to go in. You can tell. So I'm gonna cook these onions. Yeah, I'm doing everything with one hand. So how high did I put that? So it's not too high, it's medium. And that's not boiling yet. So I'm just gonna put this in here. So I'm not gonna do it too long. I'm actually going to turn it off now. And I'm just going to cook these onions. Now it looks like it's about to boil now. So it is ready. It's about ready for that package to go in. Yeah. It's kind of frustrating doing this at one hand. Let's see how to do this. Yeah, I'm opening it up now. So there's many ways you can eat ramen, and I'm going to show you one of the ways. So they usually say to cook this for like 3 minutes. So you could probably get away doing it 2 minutes. So I say between 2 or 3 minutes you want to let this cook. And these onions are done. Yeah, got some oil there. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in the strainer. So I'm gonna use these onions later on for this meal. Yeah, onions came out good. They taste pretty good. So the thing with these ramen noodles, guess what? 5 of these calls, you get 5 of these for like $1. Sometimes they come in a package of 5 or a package of 6. I believe you get a package of 6 for like, sometimes they could be like $125, $150. So these are like some cheap meals. So that's one thing I like about ramen. They're pretty cheap. Not too pricey at all. So how long has it been? Not quite 2 minutes. So it's getting close. I'm on the verge of like pouring this out now. These onions are pretty good. So I think it's ready. I think I'm just gonna drain it now. Strain it. Put it in there. So this is pretty much the strainer I use, because I don't have the bigger one. I just have this one right here. And as you can see, I put it down to like what, number 6. And I'm gonna cook it on here. Let the butter melt. By the way, the onions, they're pretty much optional. You don't have to use the onions for this meal. I decided to try it out. So that onion, it cost me like less than $1 to buy the onion. So obviously this was like, how much was this? I bought like a package of 12, I think. I don't remember how much the package of 12 was. I had to go back and look at my receipt. But it wasn't too much. I'd say it was probably like a couple dollars. Because ramen is pretty cheap. And now this is melting. So you know what I'm going to do? You see this? It's going in here. I'm going to stir this up. Put that with the butter. Then that seasoning you see right here, I'm gonna use the seasoning. So you don't need seasoning for this meal. I mean, you don't need any other seasoning. You just use the seasoning that comes in a package. And I like beef, because beef always been my favorite when it comes to ramen noodles. And I never use like the whole seasoning when I'm doing this meal. I never use the whole seasoning. So you can use regular shrimp, the chili kind, or the chicken kind. I don't really care for the chicken ramen. I think that's like my least favorite. But I do like the beef. Beef's my favorite. Sometimes I use the shrimp or the chili. It is chili's not too spicy for me. Depends on how I feel. So I'm just gonna pour the eggs in there. Then I'm gonna put these onions into this. Pour all that onions into there. And I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook this meal. So yeah, it's hard, kind of tough to do this with one hand. You don't want to cook it too fast or too long, I should say. So let's see some of that. It's not done. Turn it over. And I guess at this point you can turn it off. So as it's cooling down, it's still cooking. And it looks done, guys. What do y'all think? And I'm just going to pour the rest of it in here. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And this is what it looks like. Let me try some. It's good. So this is a way you can make a cheap meal. Because like I said, the onion was less than $1. And plus I don't use the onions for most of the meals, of course. And this package, I would say it was like around 20 cents, 25 cents, something like that. Because ramens could be pretty cheap. They could be as low as 15 cents or 10 cents at times. I've seen them as low as 10 cents in the commissary. So some of y'all been cooking it with the water, with the 2 cups of water and letting the noodles cook and then putting that seasoning. I was cooking like that for years. But then I learned some other ways to cook it. So hope y'all enjoy this video. This could be like good for either lunch or dinner time. And like I said, it didn't take too long because I'm at less than 13 minutes right now. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. I hope you really did like this video. Because this is a cheap meal, guys. It's not too pricey. And with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.